Darick Robertson, the man himself, the legend. I don't even need to introduce you. I just kind of I'm excited to have this conversation with you to just talk about art and comic books and our recent collaboration. How have you been?
I've been good, Etienne. Nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, you can see in the back, I'm just kind of like representing, by the way. Had to put the cover there. Yep, yep. Yeah, so Darick, I just kind of want to do a quick video, because I'm promoting Hyena Man. It's coming out in March. And obviously, was it last year that you did the cover? Time has just gone fast. I've lost
Yeah,
time.
it was definitely last year.
Yeah, last year. So a friend of mine put you in touch with me, Dave, who is a really cool friend. And I was telling you about Hyena Man. And obviously, usually when I'm telling new artists that I'm collaborating with about the ideas I have, my mind is like, I hope they don't think I'm crazy. But you just took it to heart and you just went there and did some magic.
That's the world of imagination. It's like it's only crazy if you let it be.
Yeah.
If it's supposed to be crazy, it's fun to make it crazy. But if you drill down into what makes it cool, then it's just a matter of imagination.
Yeah. So what was your first impression just hearing the character, the Hyena Man? Obviously, there's
I
so
like the
many.
fact that his. Oh, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, especially because obviously you've been doing comic books for a long time, and there's so many characters you've come across that you've worked on, like Batman and all that. What was your first impression like when you heard the word Hyena Man?
I like the spiritual aspect of the character. That made him a lot more interesting to me. That it wasn't just a costume; it's more of like an embodiment. And I like that his purpose is embraced with what he's wearing. Like he's got a reason for why he wears what he wears. That's always interesting to me, and more than just a guy who puts on a name or takes on a costume because it's cool. Like Hyena Man seemed to have some roots to what he is and what he does. And I like again, I like that spiritual aspect of the character that he's got this shamanistic animal, as part of his character. And I like that you were open to letting me play with what his look was like. Because when you told me that he's living in a place where the air is not good, and then I thought about protecting his eyes and making the mask part of like, something that not only makes him look fierce, but also protects him.
Yeah, and that was quite interesting because when I brought the sketches ideas to you, he didn't really have the goggles and everything. I just I thought of the idea, but I didn't think of putting it on the face. And what you did with the design, it was just great. When I saw your first penciled sketches you sent me, they looked really great.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what was just tell me, I'm just curious because obviously I'm not a comic book artist, but
You're
I just
not.
want to know your first day. Your day, I draw in my head and then just share ideas.
So do I. It ends up on paper though.
Yeah. So how did you approach the Hyena Man like for the first time when I sent you those
Well,
sketches?
I love that I had to draw him in Scotland. So a lot of what I did was an approach to making him what was about studying the Glasgow skyline and kind of trying to really capture that because Glasgow is so gothic looking as it is that when I'm there, I even take pictures because I'll look up and see something. I'm like, I could just totally picture Batman standing on the edge of that. And I love that he's a Batman like character. So perching him up on a Glasgow skyline was a lot of fun. And then studying different things on rooftops in Glasgow. So I could kind of try to make it feel authentic, as well as because I like it when the backgrounds are not just generic, but they embrace the plot and the setting of a character. So if he's in Glasgow, then I want Glasgow to be a piece of it. So that was part of my thinking. And then also I like that he's kind of a Batman-esque character with a cape, and that's always nice and dramatic. And and then he also has kind of a Wolverine quality to him, to where he looks, a hyena. So they're vicious and strong, and you want to embrace that part of the character too. So you almost can feel the spirit of the animal in the pose and in the in the presence of the character. At least that's what I tried to do. I don't know if I achieved it, but that was my hope.
You know what I normally do, Derek? Like when I'm working with an artist and I just give you sketches, right? My first impression is what tells me about how excited I am for what you're gonna do. So you should have seen me. I was driving and then I get a ping email from you and you're like, oh, what do you think about this? I'm sketching him up. As soon as I saw the goggles and he had that so fast image of the hyena you had put in the back, I was freaking out. I was like, this is it. He's got it. I got excited just by seeing your sketches and I was like, yo, that's it. And I just like to follow my gut that way because sometimes first impressions do really work. And the first sketch you sent me just got me excited and I couldn't wait for you
I'm
get.
picturing you careening all over the road, like
Yeah, I was super
going over
excited.
embankments, look at
Yeah.
this. Out the windows, people honking at you.
Yeah. And you know what?
But
Like, yes. Yeah, go.
oh no, I was going to say that's the another piece that was enjoyable about it was I like working with people who are enthusiastic too about what they're doing, and your enthusiasm really fed my enthusiasm. So I was happy to hear that you were open to it. I think in the original design I had a profile of the hyena, and when I went to put the whole thing together, it suddenly started to fall apart in the penciling, where suddenly he looked passive. And I liked it because it was like he was howling or something. I think the picture I found of a hyena reference was a hyena howling, and I like that. But then I found a shot of the hyena's eyes that kind of mirrored what his intensity on the cover was. So I'm happy you were open to letting me kind of change up the sketch, because I think the hyena eyes above his eyes ended up becoming kind of a nice mirror parallel,
Yeah.
and kind of speaks to the story.
Yeah. Let me just say that, I don't know about you, but it looks like you really had so much fun with this cover because I can see with
Yeah, he's a great
art and
character.
everything. It's
It's
it
got a lot of
really.
the pieces that I really enjoy. Like if you look at one of my original designs for a character I did back in the '90s called the Night Man, there's little elements of that in there, like the cuff gloves and then the shoulder protection and then a big flowing cape, things like that that I really like. I love a hood too. Like you put a hood on a character, I'm like right there.
Yeah. Yeah, the hood looks really good, and the color list
Which
too.
makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. And
Yeah, the
you,
colors did a great job.
the colorist did a good job. I was gonna say like the colorist you work with as well, because obviously once you sent me the inks, I was like, whoa, this is good. So,
That's
uh,
Diego, isn't it? Diego
yeah, yeah,
Rodriguez. Yeah, Diego and I work together all the time.
he did it
He's I
justice.
can completely trust him. It's like
Mhm,
he just gets me.
mhm.
It's great. Like I've even, and if something's just off, like he fixes it immediately, and we communicate really well. And it's like he's definitely like a partner in crime with me for me at this point. Like we realized recently we've been working together almost 15 years, and it went quickly.
That's when you know it's very soon we'll be working together for 20 years. You're like, Etienne, we met you like 2020. Do you that's how time goes. I think when you're having a good time and enjoying working with
Yeah,
people, time just flies. And
yeah, it's
I have to,
true.
yeah, I have to say that hopefully you enjoyed working with me, and this is the start of a
Very
lot of
much.
collaborations.
I
And
hope so.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun working with you. Now you're a dad, I won't see you anymore, but
hey, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here
I'll see
right.
you in about 18 years.
No, definitely I'll be here soon. Even though we do all these things, we do them for family and we gotta keep
Yeah,
creating. It's part of our life, our blood, our DNA. I can't run from it. Unfortunately,
for
I
real.
have these like constantly have ideas of what I can improve in the universe, and I'm just happy about this collaboration. You literally brought the character to life visually, and that got me excited to punch through to keep writing other parts of the series, which is exciting.
Oh, that's great. Like I said, I like the character a lot, so hopefully drawing him some words in my future.
Yes, definitely. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm gonna let you
My
go.
pleasure.
You're a busy person, and hopefully,
So are you.
yeah, and so am I. Yes, definitely. Yeah, and we catch you on the next another collaboration, which definitely is gonna be really soon. I won't talk about it yet, but I think you're gonna do magic to the next book, which is gonna be exciting.
I'm looking forward to seeing those designs.